Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to share with you some recent purchases. I only have a handful of products, but some of them I do want to share with you and share my thoughts and just let you know whether they are worth the purchase or not. So if you would like to know what I've been purchasing lately and whether I'm happy with those purchases or not, just keep watching. Hi guys, my name is Ange and welcome to my channel Angela Stuart Beauty, where I like to share my experiences on all things beauty and lifestyle as I navigate my mature years. Now if you are interested in videos like that, please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button down below. If you would like to be notified when I upload any new videos, please don't forget to click on the notification bell so that YouTube lets you know. I really appreciate you joining in and taking time out of your day to watch my video, and I thoroughly appreciate that. Recently I have bought just a handful of new products, and some of them I really wanted to share with you, as a couple I absolutely love and a couple I'm not sure if they have been worth my money in purchasing them. So I just wanted to share those thoughts with you. There really is not a lot here, but sometimes I am unable to share with you my thoughts on products that I'm using unless it's in an empties video or a favourites video. So I just thought I would recap on some items that I had recently purchased and share my thoughts. One item that I do want to mention was actually a gift to me from my wonderful husband for my birthday a couple of weeks ago. I have been on the lookout for a fragrance for a very long time. I am a long time user of Chanel No. 5, but I was just over it and needed to try something different. And I have been spending a lot of time recently trying different fragrances out. I need to spray them on my actual body at stores, because putting them on a card or just smelling the fragrance as they are doesn't mean that that's the smell that's going to translate from me once it's on my body. There are some beautiful fragrances out there that absolutely smell divine on other people and absolutely stank on me. So it has been a long process. Unfortunately, true to my nature, the fragrances that I have fallen in love with have been rather expensive. They certainly haven't been in the affordable realm. And this particular fragrance that I absolutely fell in love with, and my husband really liked as well, is probably the most expensive fragrance I've ever encountered. And what's been unfortunate about this is that once I've discovered this, I've gone back to the brand and discovered there's a handful of more fragrances from this line that I truly like. And it's by Tom Ford, and this is the Tom Ford Noir fragrance. I absolutely love it. I don't even know how to describe the type of fragrances that I like, but I do like very sort of intense, sultry fragrances. Florientals is probably the best way to suggest it. I like spicy yet floral type of fragrances, and this is just divine. So I was very spoilt. He bought me the 100ml bottle. I'm so thankful, and I can't stop spraying it on. So I don't know how long it will last, but I really enjoy wearing it and I feel very special wearing it. I have been trying some new sunscreens recently, and I do have to say I have been using one in particular on a daily basis, and I definitely have some thoughts on this. I have tried the Australian Gold sunscreen. It's the botanical sunscreen for your face. It's tinted. It's broad spectrum SPF 50. I find this very interesting because it says it's called Australian Gold. You would assume that this was an Australian made sunscreen, but it's not. It's actually an American made sunscreen by someone who fell in love with Australia, and I find it interesting that there's a picture of a koala on here. It's called Australian Gold, and I personally find that misleading because I think a lot of people may think that this is an Australian sunscreen. It is not. It is manufactured in America, in the US. It is a US company. Thought I'd give it a go because I had heard some good reviews, great reviews. It's got a lot of great things going for it. It's hypoallergenic, it's oxybenzone free, fragrance free, PABA free, phthalate free, dermatologist tested. That doesn't mean that it's approved or they recommend it. It just means it's been tested by a dermatologist or dermatologists. It's pediatrician tested. Once again, doesn't mean they recommend it. It just means they've tested it. Reef friendly, which is fantastic, so it's not going to be detrimental to any coral life, etc. when you go swimming, and it is not tested on animals, so it does have some really good things going for it. This has got 4% titanium dioxide and 4% zinc oxide, which is why I wanted to try it, because I am wanting to use sunscreens that are more zinc oxide and titanium dioxide ingredient based. This, I have found, does not play very well under makeup. I definitely cannot use my normal primers over the top of this. If I do, the primer breaks up. My foundation, when I put it on top, breaks up. So I really struggle to wear this under makeup. Now I do find though that I've been using it a lot on my makeup free days. I love the tint on it. It gives a really nice smoothing effect, and I think the smoothing effect is why it does not play very well under makeup. It feels very silicone based, and dimethicone is up there in the ingredient list on the Inky list. It is 5 on the Inky list. There's also shea butter in there, which may be another reason why it just feels very silicone-y, and I find my makeup does not wear very well. Another issue that I have with this, and it's something that I have taken photos of this morning, and I'm going to put those photos up for you as I talk through this. I have been using, and I have been for a very long time, using skincare that really targets my discoloration. I do have sunspots, I do have discoloration, but I have been using this sunscreen probably for just over a month actually. I bought a couple of tubes through Amazon. And this morning, I had the best daylight, natural light situation to be able to take some photos this morning, because it was really good natural light, but it was cloudy, so it wasn't too bright. So these photos I'm showing you is my skin, and I'm really disappointed about this. I go to so much trouble to use my great skincare with all its anti-aging and discoloration benefits. I'm using vitamin C, I use niacinamide, I use retinols, and I'm very fastidious about my skincare. And I really don't know how good this has been, because looking at these photos, my discoloration has worsened. I have got really bad patches of melasma under my chin. I knew I was starting to get that because when I was using contour under my chin it looked terrible, and it turns out that I've got these big patches of melasma under here now. So I don't know if it's because this has been an ineffectual sunscreen. I sunscreen every day, but something's gone on. I'm actually going to make an appointment to see the dermatologist in my upcoming school holidays and see what he may suggest, but I really do think my discoloration has got quite bad in the last few weeks, and I have noticed a difference, even though I am using what I have been using for many years, and I do fastidiously use my sunscreen on a daily basis. The only difference that has happened is that this is the sunscreen I've been using, and I don't think it's been protecting me that greatly. So I am going to, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm not sure I'm going to continue with that. I'm actually today going to go to the supermarket and get, in the meantime, my Neutrogena chemical based sunscreen. I really do like that. That was brilliant on my face during lockdown, and I think I'll go and grab that in the meantime until I can source a really good sunscreen I like. I wish I could get my hands on the Drunk Elephant sunscreen, because when I was using that, it was brilliant. It played brilliantly under my makeup. It was really good and protective, but we can't get it in New Zealand, so I may even look at the Drunk Elephant website and try and get it delivered to New Zealand. We'll see what I can do there. I have just started using in the last day or two another sunscreen that I got from Amazon, and this one is the Replenix. This is an Ulti Matte Perfection 50 plus SPF. It's a tinted physical sunscreen to protect you against UVA and UVB. It's got 90% green tea polyphenols, resveratrol, vitamin C and CoQ10 in here as well. So it's got some really good skincare ingredients in here. This was a lot more expensive than the Australian Gold as far as weight per gram goes. But I do have to say, if you have got oily combination skin, this is very beautiful on the skin. I think it looks beautiful on its own. Once again, it does have a silicone type feel, so obviously has dimethicone in there. The zinc oxide in here is 16.2%. This plays so much better under makeup than this. I have finally given up the ghost using this one on my daily to go to work because of just issues I was having with how my makeup was looking. And in the last few days I have tried this and my makeup has been a lot nicer. It's actually the sunscreen that I've got under my makeup today. I find if I use this, I don't need a primer. It acts as a primer as well, and more of the smoothing type primer. And I must admit, my Neutrogena sunscreen, I can still use my primers and my foundation will last because I'm using the primers that are suited to my skin. So only been using this for a couple of days. It does play very nicely under makeup, and I do actually like it a heck of a lot more than this, and I don't know how to test it to see how well it's doing, but I'm just so shocked at how my discoloration has been exacerbated on my skin that it was really disheartening to take a really close look this morning in that daylight. I have just purchased this Peter Thomas Roth Retinol. Sephora New Zealand and Australia have just had a very quick 20% off sale, so I thought I would get this because it's a pricey product. Can't even get it out of the blooming box. This was $200, but I got 20% off, so I thought I would give it a go. And it is the Peter Thomas Roth Pro Strength Retinoid Peptide Serum. It is a 10% brain active retinoid with a 5% hexapeptide complex. I basically purchased this off the reviews and it came with some really good reviews. I'm hoping it's going to help. It says reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles with an intense leave-on and anti-aging treatment. I'm really enjoying the PM Fusion retinol that I'm using from Peter Thomas Roth, and thought I would try this seeing I got the discount. So haven't used that, still in the box, only just arrived, but I am looking forward to trying that out. Whilst the 20% sale was on, I also got some eye cream, and I purchased the Tarte C Wink of H2O. I've been having quite a few issues lately where I've just been using a eye serum and it hasn't been enough. By the time morning tea comes at work, I'm very crepey under the eyes, and because I wear glasses to work, I find it's just going, hey, look at me, these are so creased and wrinkled, look at that. So I have decided I really do need an eye cream to moisturize and hydrate my under eye. I've been wearing it the last couple of days, and it has made a huge difference. I can't say it's particularly that eye cream. I just think I really do need more of an eye cream rather than a serum for my under eyes. I was using the Glow Recipe avocado retinol eye cream, loved it, but this was 20% off and it was more affordable, so it was a really good option to get for now. So I decided I need an eye cream, cannot be without an eye cream. I was using a moisturiser there for a wee while, but after long use of just using moisturiser, I ended up with a little bit of milia under my eyes, which are those white bumps that just sit under the surface under your skin, and I'm very prone to it in my under eyes, and add that with the crepiness and the wrinkles, it's just not a good look. So eye creams, I've decided, are a definite must in my skincare routine. Two other items that I've bought from skincare is the Neewer Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist. This is a really great hydrating mist. Superoxide dismutase is an enzyme, and our bodies are capable of making superoxide dismutase if your body has ample amounts of cofactor nutrients, particularly zinc, copper and manganese. Superoxide dismutase is an enzyme that helps to speed up the removal of free radicals. It's the free radicals that can cause damage to our skin and will cause visible signs of premature aging on the outside. So this key ingredient is very important in helping the fight against free radicals, and obviously is great for anti-aging. I use this in the morning. I spray it on my face after using an acid toner, and then I follow up with the Neewer copper serum that I love so much. I love the two together. I can't say that I've noticed a huge difference in whether I'm more hydrated, etc., because I love my hydrating essences and I've used them for a very long time, and I use them morning and night. I can't say that this is better than any of the others that I've used. It's a very pricey product compared to the essences that I do use, probably nearly 3 times the price. It is a good size bottle, so I'm looking forward to using it a lot more, to seeing what I think of it, because I get such great results from the essences that I already use. Due to the price, I may not repurchase it. I'm just going to see how my skin goes with using the complete bottle. A new essence toner that I have got that I absolutely love, very affordable. It's a Korean toner, and this is by Accessory, and it is a hyaluronic acid toner. It has 3 different types of hyaluronic acid, and they all have different molecular sizes for different rates of penetration or absorption in your skin. I am finding this beautiful to use as a hydrating toner. If I'm feeling parched and I've used this, I really do notice a difference. I love this, and I'm using this in the mornings, alternate mornings of using the Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist. So loving this. Got a slightly more viscous sort of texture to it. It's still runny, but it is just ever so slightly more, I don't know, it just feels more hydrating and I love it. And you have to excuse the condition of my hands. All this hand sanitizer and it is killing, and I mean killing my hands. They are looking very aged at the moment. Two more items that I have. Brow pen from Benefit, the brow microfilling pen. I purchased this because I really enjoyed some of the reviews that were on YouTube from people who had used it. It looked amazing. I loved the fact that with the 3-prong felt tip here that it gave you brow-like hairs when you popped it on. I like the fact that it doesn't come off. It really does colour in your brows, but I've only had this for a couple of weeks and it no longer does the separated 3-prong brow-like hair look. It now just colours in my brows. First 2 or 3 goes I definitely got the brow hair look, and then after that I don't know whether it's running out of product because it really does feel empty, whether the felt tips have just got really soft and wishy-washy that it now just colours in, but I'm not impressed that it didn't do. It was amazing the first 2 or 3 days and that's been it. I am impressed with the fact that I can colour in my brows and it doesn't budge. I think that's awesome. For what it was advertised to do, it didn't do it for very long. So I am not happy with this because it's not delivering what it promised. It is long lasting. You do have to remove it with makeup remover, but it is not giving me my brow hair like brows that it was advertised to do. So I'm going to try the Anastasia brow pen that's just come out. So we'll see how that goes. Another product that I have purchased is this beautiful, actually it's a really great product. It's from Velour and it is the Lash Go. This is an eyeliner and lash adhesive in one. You use it as a liquid eyeliner on your eyelid and you can pop your strip lashes on and it doesn't take any dry time. So you do your eyeliner, pop your lash on, boom, ready to go. None of this trying to, you know, dry glue for 30 seconds when you're using the duo glue. It's not messy because it's black. It just blends in with the eyelash. I think this is a great product. I've got lash extensions in at the moment and so I haven't been using it as much as when I first got it, but when I do use strip lashes, this is a great product. It goes on just fine, really fine, like a normal liquid liner. No fluff and no faff, with glue drying and your lashes go on really well. So highly recommend that product. And last but not least, something that I purchased. This is a luxury purchase for me, to be fair. I have started following a really wonderful person on Instagram who's actually based in New Zealand as well, and she has the same skincare and very similar makeup taste to what I do, and she had been posting a lot recently her Superoxide Beauty eyeshadows recently, and I was thinking, oh my god, I really want to try those. They look right up my alley. But Superoxide Beauty eyeshadows have been sold out everywhere, and in New Zealand recently we obviously got a new stock of them here in New Zealand, but they must have only got 1 or 2 of each shade, because the shades I bought when I went back in a few hours later to go and look at more colours were already sold out. So when they said limited stock, they really did have limited stock of, I think, 1 or 2 of each shade, and the shades I bought are now out of stock again, and that was within 24 hours of me discovering that they were back in stock. So these shadows here, I've got them in, I love these palettes from Tarte. I didn't purchase the actual Surratt compact that came with them because I thought, well, I may as well buy the actual eyeshadow and stick them into my magnetic palette. They are not magnetic shadows, so I have got little Z palette magnetic tabs on the back so that they can stick in this magnetic palette here. Now the colours I've got are very neutral and beautiful. I've got Nude, Truth, Brun Noir, Greige and Satin Salmon. And I am going to do a makeup look using these shadows in an upcoming video. They are beautiful. If you can afford them and you are new to makeup, these are beautiful. They're not like a Natasha Denona shadow that is fully pigmented and you dip in and then you've got to work to blend. This is the opposite, I believe. They blend themselves. They're so delicate and beautiful, so soft and beautiful to use, blend beautifully, and I am loving them. Do have to say they're not cheap. They are $39 New Zealand each. That's a lot of money, and so they are very comparable in price to purchasing Tom Ford shadows. What I do love about these, and they're about the same size as your Tom Ford shadows, is that you can buy them individually and pick just the shades you like. So I hope to, over the course of time, add some more to this palette. If you use Surratt Beauty eyeshadows, I would love to know what your favourite shades are. I got the most neutral basic shades as a starting point. I do know that the shade Maroon is something I want to add to this. But if you have used these shades or shadows before and you have a favourite shade, please let me know in the comments below what that is and I will try and pick it up. But loving these shadows so very, very much. They were my luxury purchase apart from my beautiful perfume, but that was a gift. They were my luxury purchase recently and I am really thrilled with them. So there's that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was my recent purchases and my thoughts on what I've got there. Thought I would just pop that in there as a video to keep you informed with what I've been using and what I've been trying, without you having to wait for a favourites video or an empties, because I don't do those regularly. I don't do favourites videos regularly. I use a lot of my stuff on an ongoing basis over and don't tend to have different favourites every month, so I decided to drop those from my video content because I do stick to my tried and trues, and I'm trying to keep my makeup collection to my tried and trues. Anything that I don't use, I move on, and I've got upcoming very soon the smallest declutter video ever of items from my makeup collection that I have moved on, and letting you know why. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Please leave me any comments down in the comments below on any of those products that you have used. Really want to know what Surratt Beauty eyeshadows you can recommend, and I'd love to hear from anyone who's tried this Peter Thomas Roth Pro Strength Retinoid Peptide Serum as well. Would love to know what you think of that. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you are notified of any new videos. I hope you've all had a beautiful and a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. See you later guys. Bye.